pole shot. Have a look at Gibbs trying to go around the outside.
He is on a mission right now. Oh, look at this, Beat. Escaped the carnage.
A battle of survival here in this first moto, and he has come out on top. 8 world-class racetracks spread over 4 different states around the country, and it all comes down to this. We're at Queensland Moto Park in the Sunshine State for the 8th and final round of the Penrite ProMX Championship presented by AMX Superstores. And today we crown 3 champions. Hello everyone, I'm Lee Hogan alongside former Supercross superstar Danny Ham. Danny, welcome. We have got sunshine at the moment, but we had close to 100 mil of rain this week. The track yesterday, it was hectic, and you got to have a bit of a look, didn't you?
Yeah, look, they've had a lot of rain leading into this one, but the crew here has done an exceptional job to get the track to what we see today. It dried up during the day through qualifying, practicing, and it is set to get some incredible racing underway today.
Let's start off with MX2, and Brodie Connolly on board the HRC Honda wrapped up the championship with 1 round to go last weekend.
He's been dominant all year long. The guy has been flawless, except for the 1 round of Maitland. However, he has been able to make the passes whenever he wanted to out on the track, gets himself up to the front, closes out the championship 1 round to go, and this week he's been awarded the #1 plate on that bike.
Can't wait to see it. Now, the MX3 class, it has come down to a 3-point gap between Jake Cannon and Koby Hantis. It is up for both of these riders to try to grab the bull by the horns in this final round. Any of these two can get the championship.
Moto2 last round showed that both of these riders so desperately want this championship. They are both ready to put up a fight. Both of them look good in qualifying. This one certainly is not signed, sealed, delivered just yet.
Can't wait to see those 2 motos play out. Now,
our very own Danny Ham and the legend himself, Brett Metcalf, got to check out this QMP track. Let's take a look.
The final hit out for 2024, and I've got something a little special today because we have the legend Brett Metcalf going to show me the way around this track, and I tell you what, it is an absolute beast as we get set to launch off the gate here. Oh, a little bit of traction. Those Michelin tyres absolutely ripping off the start. Again, the dirt start is going to play against these riders. Into turn #1 we go, and already we start to see a lot of different lines. We go into the left hand here of Metcalf to the inside. Let's run the outside. Very boggy as we went through that corner down the first of our drop-offs and the little gullies. We'll follow Medi into this one, up to the inside. Oh, whoa, that back end stepping out sideways. Around this long left-hander with plenty of momentum. We're going to need that speed for this upcoming step up. Base of the hill, plenty of ruts. Up and over, oh, a little bit long. Oh, man, don't like landing in ruts like that. As we go through the ride here, off the Michelin drop-off, and down to the very back part of the track. Medi to the inside, I'll run the outside here. Let's see how this one plays out into these rollers. Off the back here, nice and smooth run that time. And then into this big step up. Let's hold it wide open. We'll see if we can get it on the opening lap. A little bit short. The 250, just not enough power. Our biggest run here is through the gully and up to the top of the hill. Probably the fastest part of the circuit before we go into this right and then into the left-hander. Now only one nice inside line here at the moment. Plenty more lines to form up. Down off this drop, our second set of rollers. These ones are very sharp. Back end stepping out just slightly there. We go across the top here and then down to another drop in elevation. We saw a lot of different lines down here last year. While Maddie's going to the outside, let's run it up the inside here. Let's see what we can do. See if we can pass him here. Put it to the inside. Oh, man, that was close. 2 lines coming together and nowhere near enough speed to even get that step up. Through the right-hander here, down into the last turn. And this one here has been very boggy. Watching practice earlier on. One last shot at it before the finish line to make that pass.
So not
Not even the support of Brett Metcalf, factory rider out on the track this week, would help me. The track is difficult. With the rain we've had this week, there is a lot of bog holes out there. The ruts haven't formed up fantastic at this point. However, it's going to get better and it's going to open up a lot of different lines come race time. So keep an eye on it, plenty of options, a lot of difficult conditions, and that there is this week's Michelin Track Preview.
Great traction the entire way around. Yes, we've seen only a few lines forming up, but it won't take too long once these guys get into the race momentum to start getting all those new lines coming to grips, as we see a great aerial shot here of the prep done just in front of the start line.
Now, it was also good for you. You got the opportunity to ride the brand new 25 model Honda CRF 250R for the first time that they loaned us for you actually to do your Michelin track preview. What's your thoughts on the first ride on the bike?
Yeah, it felt really good actually. Excited to get a 450. There's something that can handle my weight. But no, it was a great bike as we now look at the Pirelli MX2 Moto #1 lineup. Of course, Brodie Connolly, your champion for 24, is our quickest qualifier. Cosford, Minia, Ferguson, Kingsford were your fastest 5, and they were close.
Reese Budd there back in 6th now. Reed Taylor, we hear he's not riding today. He's still unwell. I believe he may be still getting some dizzy spells or head issues there. So thoughts go out to him. Hope he is okay. But it was good to have him at the track yesterday, at least doing qualifying.
Larwood, Williams, Yokoyama were the round out of the 10. Olander, Mather, Barham, Gilmore, Flynn, Cookus, King, Scott, Norris, Keane. There is a lot of names out there that have been running up front a lot of times this year.
The Pirelli MX2 class has been so stacked for 2024, and we can't wait to see what plays out here. This, of course, the 8th and final round at QMP. We're in the starter's hands. A 15-second board has gone up. Once that counts down to 15, we flip around to 5 seconds and anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds, and that gate will drop. Who is your pick for the whole shot, Danny?
Well, we've seen some great starts out of the Yamaha boys. It's a long drag race up the hill, the heavy dirt. It's going to take a bike with horsepower. And Yokoyama looks like he could be the guy. No, Ferguson to the inside and a Yamaha of Kingsford.
Well, a long-awaited good start from Noah Ferguson there. It looks like, as you called it, on board the Yamaha Yamalu machine, rider Kingsford has come out of those first 2. I believe he will get the, will be awarded with the whole shot. Trying to pick up who has just slotted. Is that Reese Budd?
I think it's Budd or no, Lynn. Another guy.
Lynn.
Always got great starts.
Oh, wow. An awesome start for Brock Flynn on board the Rising Motorsports Husqvarna machine. He's been getting really good starts all year.
Those bikes, or his bike in particular, has been rocketing out off the gate generally. Seeing up there. Oh, but he's thrown it away early in this one. And I saw the #1 machine, who we did not even mention, of Brodie Connolly, was in 3rd, now in 2nd, wasting no time, just in front of Larwood.
Now, for anyone wondering, what have we got? Wilson Todd back here on the #1 machine, last year's champion? No. The Honda factory race team put in a special request for Brodie Connolly to be able to run that #1. Of course, the WP whole shot going to ride at Kingsford.
Got a start here for Honda. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and we have Minia just in behind them.
And just a little bit of intel there. The team decided, or Brodie decided, put in a request to race the new 25 model Honda CRF 250R, and what is essentially a stock bike. They just popped a pipe and an ignition on it and some suspension, but the motor is completely stock. So it's good to see him out there trying to do a little bit of development and testing, because of course that's what the team's going to have to race come Supercross.
On the screen a moment ago, we saw Caleb Barham, Reese Budd. Now Barham won Toowoomba. Budd, a big performer at our last round at MX Farm. Both of these guys here battling it out. It looks like Cookus, another rider that was up there as well, riding for Brisbane Motorcycles. He was a big runner in last round too. So those guys sit back there in 7th, 8th, 9th. And just in front of them also was Jack Mather, as we see the battle for the lead about to erupt. Around the outside, Connolly looking for any kind of line that will allow him to put the pressure on and make a pass, or almost losing the front wheel over the top there, Lee.
Yeah, Connolly getting extremely creative here with his lines, going from the outside, cutting back to the inside here. He's refusing to follow rider Kingsford I'm not quite sure if that was the best line in that last corner. However, sometimes you have to go searching and get a little bit experimental.
Wow.
That was nasty.
There was a big kicker we saw with the 65s at the up ramp of that jump. That there could be very dangerous later on, and almost brought our championship winner unstuck. You saw the feet coming off the pegs there, and there was a lot of nervousness in that riding style across the top of that jump.
Yeah, and some serious panic revs for sure. You can see visually Brodie Connolly's corner speed is just exceptionally fast. Great to see the number 16 there. Was that Caleb Barham coming through?
Yeah, Yamaha Yamalu Racing. Barham back there, currently in 9th place. Again, remember, he was our race 1 winner at Toowoomba. So expect to see him push up there. But again, Cookus with a great performance here, puts himself there in 8th. Okay, let's have a look at this. Oh, this is a crash earlier on from Brock Flynn. So just tucked the front, missed the rut on the entry there, and unfortunate, he would have laid down.
Yeah, so Danny, as we said, Brodie Connolly's already been awarded the championship for this year, but there's a few battles in amongst the battles. So we've currently got Ryder Kingsford. He's sitting in the lead. He's got 259 points. And Noah Ferguson, who's also having a great race in 4th, he has got 258 points. 1 position behind Noah in the race in 5th place is Caden Minia, who is on 257. So just 2 points separating 2nd through to 4th place. This is going to go right the way down to the wire.
Change for the lead there. Connolly moves up the front, and look at Larwood. He does not want to let Connolly get away at the moment. Dives to the outside here, squares it back up. He'll have a good swing here. He might even come back to the inside, the left-hand side.
So that's going to change the points around. I believe that's going to put Ferguson up into a solid 2nd place overall in the championship hunt. So really, Kingsford needs to survive here. He needs to minimise the bleeding. He can't afford to lose any more spots.
Into the rollers. Oh, what a line by Larwood around the outside, the momentum. Here we go for the pass of the lead. Connolly to the inside here. It's got to be in the 2nd turn, right? The left-hander. No, forceful move. Just found the grip.
He spotted that halfway down the main straight. You could distinctly see his head turn and look for the bit of dirt that he was going for.
So Larwood, massive amount of pressure on Kingsford at the moment as Connolly starts to stretch this one out. Ferguson.
So now it's Larwood, Danny, with the fastest lap, a 152.1.
0.1 of a second faster than our leader the last time around. It shows the intensity that he is showing on. But he throws it down to the outside. No matter what happened there, Ferguson was coming to the inside and making that pass.
That was a weird crash. It almost looked like he stalled it, then crashed. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
So, Larwood now finds himself back behind Yokoyama in 6th place. They'll go across the line. Those positions will update. Sorry, did I say Ferguson? I meant Larwood. If I said it wrong, I do apologise. So keep an eye on number 5 to the outside here.
Yeah, let's watch as he gets to the corner. Right about here, pauses.
Stall.
Yeah.
Has to have been a stall.
Stall put that to crash. That's, yeah.
That was a weird one. Or he found a false neutral, not sure, but it certainly had no drive moving forwards. It'll be interesting to see when these boys do turn it up. Massive leap there on the 250s, get over that first tabletop or step-up tabletop. See Minia. Minia looks very well in control at the moment, Lee. He is not out of his comfort zone, just riding in that position at the moment. But he does need to try and get up a couple of places if he can to keep charging forward in this championship.
Tipping it into the left-hander and starts to rise here. It looks like Kingsford has responded around the left-handed Yamaha turn, and this tricky double down the hill into Penrite, right-hand turn. Totally different lines there. Connolly all the way around the outside. Kingsford chooses the inside line there, and he looks to be on a little bit of a late race charge. We've got 5.5 minutes to go, plus a lap.
Oh no, who was that one? It's that
one of the King brothers.
Yeah, Curtis King on the 41 machine, just tipping it down. Here is Larwood to the inside, close enough for the pass, and pushes it through. So Larwood will pick up another place. I think out of the 5 riders that we have here, Larwood is the one that appears to be moving forward the most. out of all of these through the Michelin drop-off and down to the right-hander at the back of the track.
Well, that will definitely give Larwood a shot of confidence to be able to reel in and pass Koby Hantis like that relatively easy. Can we see some more passes from Larwood? Next in line is his teammate, Ferguson.
So just a good run to the inside here. There was nothing Hantis could do as they went into that left-hander. Larwood controlled the inside. Plenty of room for both of them riders, but had the battle continued on, Larwood could have easily closed down that line. Larwood quickest at the moment on the last lap again, 54s, where everyone else is in the 55s, a second faster than anyone. And he is coming into view right now. Man, I'd like to see another 5 minutes in this race because I think Larwood could pass these guys and even start reaching out for the lead.
What a charge we're seeing here. Beautiful line.
Yes.
Climbing up the hill.
Same spot as he got Hantis. Great run to the inside. Did he make the pass? He did. So this is a big charge at the moment for Larwood.
Was that, did you see one of the hand come off for Noah Ferguson there? I'm not sure if he was clearing his vision or it was a hand up in the air. I'm not quite sure.
This is a great ride.
Comfortable lead stretched out now by our race leader, Brodie Connolly. Back there to the battle that we came to see. Ryder Kingsford from Alex Larwood and Noah Ferguson is back in the game now. But it is Larwood trying his best to spot somewhere on the track that he can try to make the pass. Heads to the middle here.
The big drive up the hill, 250 power. You need to get the momentum out of that corner. He's not close enough here. I think the only spot, Lee, that you could possibly see the pass from Larwood is in that drop-off, 3 corners from the finish. That's where he's been pretty quick.
Let's see if he can come up with a little bit of magic here as they tip it into this critical part of the track. Totally different lines here through the corner. A good run through those rollers there by Larwood. That's brought him up even a tiny bit closer. Short.
Yeah, very short. They just did not get the power out of that corner, and I think that is going to be enough for Kingsford to be able to hold on to second as Connolly continues to ride a lonely race up the front here. Kingsford has the gap now. He is secure there in second and will pick up extremely important points in this championship.
All right, let's follow him through. He has already been crowned champion in the Pirelli MX2 class from last weekend. Got permission this week to run the #1 plate as the freshly crowned champion, and that's what we see. It suits him. What a win, what a victory. Brodie Connolly takes Moto1 of the Pirelli MX2 here today at QMP, and the battle for second, third and fourth. Ryder Kingsford holds on for second. Larwood, then Minia manages to get Noah Ferguson. Let's take a look at the results for Pirelli MX2 Moto1. Brodie Connolly with the win from Ryder Kingsford, Alex Larwood, Caden Minia, and Noah Ferguson.
Haruki Okiyama, of course, in 6th. Rider we didn't mention, Jack Mather on the T-Dub. Husqvarna back there in 7th. Barham got through to 8th. Bud held on 9th, and Kukas in 10th.
Miles Gilmore, the Western Australian, over for the race. Jace Cosford there in 12th. Campbell Williams, Travis Olander, Ryan King.
O'Brien, Sweet King, after we saw him on the ground. Heafy and Adams.
Jack Kitchen, Mitchell Norris, the list of names goes on. Young Victorian, Zane McIntosh, great to see him all the way up here in Queensland for the final round. Here at QMP, crowd enjoying themselves here and the sunshine. Let's head down to Cam Williams with our winner.
The #1 plate on the bike gets the #1 in that moto, Brodie Connolly. What a year so far, mate.
Yeah, it's been an awesome year. I was lucky enough to wrap up the title last week, so that was awesome. A little bit less pressure this round, you know, just go out and have some fun. So yeah, hopefully we'll do that again in the next one.
That track looks like a lot of fun, huh?
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. It's real tricky. Second motor, it's going to be rough as, but it'll be fun. I'd just like to say a big thanks to my whole team. They put in some massive hours, man, and kept me comfy, and my mechanic Jai, he's a weapon. He had the air horn out that one, so it's pretty cool too.
Gentlemen, back to you.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're about to crown our MX3 champion.
The Maxxis MX3 class has been stacked for season 2024, and with 2 full grids of riders just trying to qualify for the main race each and every round. We currently find ourselves here at round 8 for the final round, with Honda rider Jake Cannon having a slim 3-point margin over Yamaha rider Koby Hantis. Who is going to come out on top?
I came in with no expectations, and yeah, I was very surprised when I won. And then I bring that momentum on to Horsham and won the first moto, and then had a bad second moto, but yeah, I definitely took myself for surprise. Filming then round 3, I'm pretty sure I crashed in the first corner, and I'm pretty sure I think I went 9.5 and he went 1.1, and yeah, that's the moment I realised he was in the fight. So, and then since then he's gone 1-1 a lot of times.
I knew I could maybe close down the gap. It was at 40 something points, and I was like, oh, it's doable. But Maitland really confirmed it for me. Really put the fire on my belly to go, yeah, I can do this. So just put my head down, and had to be as consistent as I could be to not lose any more points.
I got nothing to lose. I don't have the red plate anymore, so I don't have that to lose. But yeah, I'm just going to go out there and just go for it.
The main thing, I guess, with how the track is right now is to just execute the starts, because they're everything, and the track's really deep. So it's going to be righty, it's going to be technical, and yeah, I just feel like that's going to play a big part in it.
I tend to charge at the end of the races, and Jake's really fast at the start, but he's also getting better at the end. So I find that a very big yeah, positive in my riding. So hopefully they'll benefit me this weekend.
To come back, massive points gap, close it, to get the red plate for the last round and get the win would be amazing. But yeah, I know I've tried my best all year, so whatever happens, happens, and yeah, I'll leave it all on track.
Me and Jake are mates, but it's a championship and I want to win, so yeah, I'll do whatever I have to win.
Well, there we have it. Jake Cannon and Koby Hantis prepare to battle for the ultimate championship glory. Best of luck to these 2 young guns.
It's been a battle of the ages between these 2 guys. The back and forward between them has been something else to watch this year. Jake Cannon continuing to claw those points back from where he started this year out. This class in particular is incredible to watch, and there was a lot of action in Moto number 1. As we look at the Honda highlights right now, big start here for the 52 machine of Fuller. A full 2 bike lengths in front of everyone, but Kai Woods was quick to go with him, going to turn number 2 to the left.
Yeah, brilliant start from Jackson Fuller, the junior rider. Yes, he had company right from the get-go with Kai Woods, but can't speak highly enough. There we see Devison on the ground, unfortunately, but Jackson Fuller here, he stayed up at the head of the pack for the whole race. This is a great sign of the future of our sport with juniors like this.
Kingsford there to the inside, dodging a downed Cannon. It looked like at this point that Cannon might have been throwing it away. However, only a few turns prior to that, Hantis had problems of his own, and he would find himself deep in the pack. A huge crash going into this one here from Devison once again. It's exactly the same spot we saw Webster go down earlier yesterday. So this track is claiming a lot of victims right now, but Wood would continue on right here with an incredible run to the inside and put himself into the lead.
Yeah, he passed Fuller like he was standing still there. And this gave Jackson a little bit of an opportunity to pick up on a couple of lines, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to keep close tabs on Kai Woods, as we see one of our riders there vacating the race. Some roll-off film out the back of Kai Woods' helmet there, as he had some vision dramas throughout the race, but it didn't pose too much of an issue as he comes through to receive the checkered flag and maximum points in the first of our Maxxis MX3 Motos.
As we now look at the Maxxis tyres MX3 lineup for Moto number 2. Well, they're not the ones. It's Kai Woods, Deacon Pace, Cade Kingsford, Jake Cannon, Koby Hantis, Fuller, Van der Schuten, Drew, Birchall and Allsop are your 10. And there is so much talent in this field, Lee, ready to get this moto underway and close out the year for 2024.
Well, they're almost in the starters' hands, as we can see a few nervous kids down there on the start line. It really has been our strongest field throughout the whole series, with qualifying 2 full grids every single round, trying to make it into the race. Let's go. 5 seconds to go before the drop of the gate.
Good jump out at the center of the gate there. Oh, huge crash. That's one of the Yamaha riders.
Looks like it's Kai Woods up the inside. Is that another junior rider at the head of the pack?
I think that's Fuller again.
Is this a carbon copy and paste of Moto1 as we have a little bit of a closer look? We'll have to try to pick up
where Cannon is and where Hantis is. It was Koby
Drew that went down. That rear end of the Yamaha almost ripped off the bike.
There is Cannon in 4th. Hantis right behind him, so it's between them 2. However, Hantis is back a few points. He needs to get through and make the pass. He's in a very similar boat to beat right now. He needs to win this, and Cannon needs to be back a few places if he has any hope. But right now, he needs to make these passes.
So a favourable position here for Jake Cannon. I believe we have a 9-point gap from Cannon back to our second-place rider in the championship, Koby Hantis. So he needs to make hay while the sun shines.
Cannon to the inside there, wasting no time on Deacon Pace. Didn't quite make the pass right there, but he is on the back wheel. Our leader has gone down. Fuller.
It was Jackson Fuller, yes.
As we announced the WP Holshot Award to Jackson Fuller. Unfortunate for him to go down. However, he has picked himself back up in a favourable position, and he still has a chance of trying to get himself an overall for the day. As we look at that leaderboard, Fuller, of course, just dropped it. Woods, Pace, Cannon, Kingsford, Hantis, Wilmington, Van der Schoot, then Birchall and Rose.
Everyone just following each other down into that left-hander, and unfortunately they were all on a pretty average line, which had a nasty hook in the exit, as we see Cannon all over the back of Deacon Pace, trying to get up another position. I think they're going to have their work cut out for them if they're going to try to catch up to Kai Woods today.
So Hantis really wants to make this pass on his teammate if he has any shot at getting up there. But Kingsford, he's in a battle of his own in this championship. I feel he is pretty close to being 3rd in the championship. We'll pick up those points when they come to us. So he really can't lose too much himself, but clearly we need to see Hantis up there if he has a shot at it. Right onto the back wheel of Jake Cannon right now.
Yeah, Hantis all over the back of Cade Kingsford. Let's watch for the drop of the gate here, and we'll see a Yamaha get spat out the back. It's Koby Drew. So we watch for almost a helicopter there. It didn't look to be too bad. He seems to be okay. And back on the bike, that was the slide out that we saw from Jackson Fuller on lap 1 while he was leading.
So unfortunate there after an incredible start as we drop back a couple of places to Hantis, who has again closed in just a little bit on his teammate, but still not close enough. So go through the easy lift right hand, little pop up over those bumps. Those braking bumps taken away during the lunch break, starting to form up once again. They were pretty solid before our lunch break. And as this track is becoming very tricky indeed, the 438 machine. Having a bit of a soil sample at the moment.
On screen at the moment, the number 20 of Cade Kingsford has put a bit of a gap between himself and the championship contender, Koby Hantis. Now, Danny, I feel that we'll be seeing a little bit of a yo-yo effect, a bit of pulsing from Koby Hantis during this race, where we see he's dropped off the back now a little bit, but he's going to have moments where he goes, I can't go out like this. I've got to at least go out with a fight.
Just looking to the outside there. That was the 438.
Yeah, just lost that front wheel over the top. You can see that wheel's just gone straight over the edge of the track.
Yeah, so that was Hayden Downey, unfortunate for him. Down. We see another one down on the track. That is the 36 machine of William Harvey. Oh, and on the outside.
Multiple riders out there caught up.
Yeah. There's a couple of lines come together right there. There's Oscar Kimber. Is this a replay to the outside here? So we'll get the one on the inside first. just missed the rut. But now look to the outside if we get that far through this one, because two more riders are going to come together. Oh, right there. Oh, unfortunate for 47 machine. He had absolutely nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's just purely a case of wrong place at the right time.
Everything looks smooth and calculated right now. A little bit short on that jump, but those 250s are having a lot of trouble getting up and over it. Great shot there. Shows exactly how quick and how long those ruts are. Oh, Koby Drew is down.
And for a second time, so after crashing out of the start gate, he has gone down, and that is a precarious part of the track to go down.
I didn't think that was after the finish line. I thought that was where we were about to go down to with Jake Cannon. So unfortunate for him. Unfortunately, it's all fallen apart right at the end of this championship, because he was one of our major players throughout the year, and another yellow flag just here.
Tipping it into this very high-speed section. We've seen so many moments and quite a few crashes at this high point of the track.
3 more laps to go in this race. They will cross the line with around 20 seconds to go on the very final lap before they get that last lap board. So 3 laps to go for Hantis to try and do something right now. Can he close down that gap off the Michelin drop-off last time for 2024? The bike, number 3. Beautiful, feet up on the pegs through that rut. Wheel stands all the way through the rollers.
That was nice.
It's almost like he's starting to feel the groove, or he's felt the groove the entire race.
You got to wonder if he started celebrations inside that helmet already. Do you reckon the smile has started to come in there yet?
You would have to think that right now he knows the position he's in, and he will continue to push forwards and start to get the excitement as they go towards this checkered flag.
Fantastic job for Jake Cannon in what is going to be some major celebrations. However, we do need to award our winner for the race, and here he is, the number 10, Kai Woods. What a day he has strung together. You don't do much better than 1-1. Dominating with an overall victory. A sneaky little look over the right shoulder to make sure you have no company, and there is no one there whatsoever. Checkered flag comes out, and an ecstatic Kai Woods.
He started the championship on the absolute bottom after round 1, but dug deep to continue to claw back those points. He never gave up. Congratulations, Jake Cannon. You are the 2024 Maxxis MX3 Pro Motocross Champion.
How about that? That is what it's all about. Look at the camaraderie between these riders. Deacon Pace truly ecstatic for his friend Jake Cannon. Some high fives. Great to see this sportsmanship between the top 3, first, second and third in this race. But your champion, Jake Cannon. Great sights here. Champion, sibling rivalry there between brother and sister. What a household that is. Let's take a look. Maxxis Tyres results. MX3 Moto2, Kai Woods with the win. Deacon Pace in second, Jake Cannon in third, Koby Hantis from Cade Kingsford.
Van der Schuten will come across in 6th. Morrow, good ride there in 7th place. Allsop in 8th. Rowe in 9th, and Shackleton with a 10th place. Not bad.
Yeah, good come from behind. Jackson Fuller there, 11th place. Deegan Rose in 12th. Zach O'Lone, Jack Byrne, and Jack Devison.
Caden Stroh, Casey Wilmington, Max Compton, Jack Keeney, and Nixon Parks.
Good job from all of our MX3 riders here. Axel Whitten, Jack Burton, Peter Wolf, Thomas O'Neill. All of our MX3 riders. Terrific job. Let's go down to Cam Williams, who is with our champion.
Oh, we're going to do it now. Jake Cannon, 2024 Pirelli MX3 champion. Sounds all right, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. It feels good. So, yeah, I'm stoked.
My apologies, actually, Maxxis MX3 champion you are today, mate. 45 points down, and you've managed to put yourself here. That's a genuine lesson in self-belief, isn't it?
Yeah, I knew it was doable, so I put my head down and I just charged the whole way through the season, and yeah, here we are.
Talk about leaving to last minute. They got the red plate at the second last round. You come here, and it's champagne showers. There must be a lot of people you need to thank.
I mean, I can't put it up for Uribe and Honda Racing Australia. I can't do this without them. They've been a massive part in it, and just get me motivation to do the best I can. And my dad, my mechanic, Hugo at the start of the year, and Daniel Banks for all the help throughout the season, and yeah.
Congratulations, mate. You leave here with an MX3 Championship and the world becomes your oyster very quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Congratulations. Sneak neck over here. Going to get over to Deacon Pace. Deacon Pace. Second place overall today, mate. That's a really solid performance. You've got to be happy with that.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy with that. Obviously, I got second overall at Horsham, and then it all went downhill a little bit, but these last 2 rounds I've been feeling good again, and I knew I was going to do a good one this round because I felt good on the bike again.
It's funny, isn't it? Sometimes it's more of a confidence thing than a riding thing, so the confidence come back, then the results come with it, don't they?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, if you don't have the confidence there, you're not going to do any good because you don't believe in yourself, so... Yeah, I definitely felt good coming to this round, and it obviously showed that.
Second place, Deacon Pace. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And I'd like to big thank you to Berry Sweet, KTM, Fox, and KTM Australia, and thanks, and Mum and Dad.
Good deal. All right. What a great day, Kai Woods, mate. The goggles lasted this one, but 1-1, you've got to be really happy with that performance.
Yeah, pretty stoked to end the year in a 1-1. Obviously, not the year what I wanted, but yeah, good to end on a high and get ready for Supercross now and new championship for us. So a second chance at winning a title. Good job to Jake and the boys. They were solid all year. So I'm going to be back next year and we're going to fight for this title.
So we'll see you back next year, but not only that, on the Gas Factory racing machine, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I love the team. They've been supporting me all year very well. And big thanks to Kyle, Geordie, just everyone there. And a big shout out to Max Compton and the Compton family, the Morris family. They've been taking me on this year in their household and been getting some good, solid training in. And yeah, I'm so excited to back it up next year.
Down to the very last motor, gentlemen, the Maxxis MX3 Championship. We have a winner that's run and done.
Well, that's what it's all about. Jake Cannon on board the Mongrel Boots HRC Honda machine and a very ecstatic Honda race team, Danny.
Well, as they should be. 3 from 3 at the moment. Looking at a 4th, those guys are an absolute high at the moment. As we look at these championship results, the Maxxis Tyres MX3. Cannon was your winner. Hantis still holds on for second. Kate Kingsford comes across in third after Kobe Drew could not put up a fight after those big crashes. And Deacon Pace will get a top 5 in this championship.
Kai Woods for 6th place, Seth Birchall. Seth Shackleton holds on to 8th place, well done. Jet Allsop there in 9th place and Jackson Fuller rounding out the top 10.
And I reckon Fuller's going to be a big part of next year's championship. He'll be the one running up the front, I feel.
I think he will be one if he keeps getting starts like that. And there we see it. That was our podium place getters there. Of course, Jake Cannon holding on to the 3rd for 3rd overall on the weekend or on the day here. But the number 1 plate, that's what it's all about. He will be all smiles. I tell you what, it's going to probably take a few days to get that smile off the face, I would dare say.
After the performance he's done this year, it's been an exceptional job just to get himself there up to that position. It really didn't look like it was going to go that way if you saw round number 1, but he has really pushed it through the entire year, believed in himself, and that's where he finds himself with that big number 1. Do you think Reeves going to get sick of this?
I don't think he'd ever get sick of that. He lives for this stuff here. He had the sunglasses on there. I thought that was to hide the emotion, but no, he's got the sunnies off, and it's great to see the 2 Cannons there. Charlie Cannon having just been crowned champion as well. And only minutes ago, Jake Cannon getting his first senior ProMX Championship. What an incredible job in the MX3 class, brought to us by Maxxis Tyres. All right, well, we've just crowned a champion in the form of Jake Cannon. When we come back, we've got plenty more action, and we crown our MX2 champion for 2024. Welcome back to the Penrite ProMX Championship presented by AMX Superstores. Looking down at our Pirelli MX2 class on their sight lap at the moment, trying to pick some lines out, perhaps some passing opportunities before the drop of their gate upcoming, not too far away.
What a beautiful day it's been here leading into this one. So much rain. Everyone thought it was going to be a mudder, including us. We were certain we were coming to a very muddy track and was going to throw a whole heap of curveballs. Well, we don't have the mud, but the curveballs have been thrown all day long throughout the entire classes of the race day. The number one machine, of course, Brodie Connolly, your champion, crowned last round, sits there in the inside gates, and a very nice starting position for the guys that do run a little wide.
Watching for the drop of the gate. Who will get the whole shot? Can Connolly make it another win to finish off this championship bid? Already crowned a week ago, but it's a bunch of Yamahas heading into the first turn. It's at the number 7 of Cosford.
And Barham there is with them as well. So the two Yamaha riders. Oh, where did he come from? The number one machine. I did not see where he was, but he is right there in the mix as well. Around the outside, looking to make a pass already.
Yeah, right, it's almost coming very close together. Just saw Reese Budd coming through, looked to be back in about 5th or 6th place. Is that Brock Flynn out there, which is great to see. Trying to get up the inside.
The aggression. Wow, what a forceful move that was. And Cosford doesn't want any part of it. He wants to get back to the inside, has to yield, puts himself back there in second place. So the number one machine of Connolly moving to the lead in this one. To the inside there in 4th place, that is Minier. He needs this place for the overall in the championship. Bud is also there.
Well, a great start to this race from the Yamaha Yamalube riders, both Jace Cosford and Caleb Barham, finding themselves up in 2nd and 3rd now. Cosford in 2nd, Barham in 3rd place, but Connolly on board the Polyfloor Honda HRC machine has made his way up into the lead already.
So where they sit at the moment, Minier is in the 2nd place for the championship. So this has been a good, solid last couple of rounds for him. If he can continue to close this race out like this, he has got his eyes set on that position come the end of the moto. However, there is a lot of time left to go in this one. As we complete our first lap, Cosford there in 2nd. Barham, Minier, Reese Budd with a better start. Larwood is also there as well as we see Minier to the outside of Barham. Can he make this pass in this next lap?
How's the charge from the Western Australian, Caden Minier, trying everything he can to get past Barham. Caleb Barham, of course, such a fantastic race he had at Toowoomba.
So go through the Thor right here. That is Larwood on the number 5 machine. Nice wheel stand into those rollers, starting to find some form. It took him some laps in Moto number 1. He was very quick at the start, dropped back, but was the tail end of the race where we started to see him really pick up.
Noah Ferguson.
Noah Ferguson. That is before the finish line?
Yes,
it is. And
it is.
Everyone is well and truly gone.
They're gone. So that's disastrous for his bid for 2nd place in the championship. So that's right at 29, Noah Ferguson crashed and resumed is the information in the 2nd of our Pirelli MX2 Moto number 2. 25 minutes plus a lap. We're not even edging towards the halfway point here as Minier gets closer once again. He's mounted a couple of challenges there, but now he has to deal with a very hard charging Alex Larwood.
Yeah, Larwood's the quicker out of these two riders in front of him. Quickest lap time last time around was done by our race leader at a 156.2, and there is no one even in the same 2nd bracket as our race leader. These particular guys are running 158s. As to another good performance by the 75 machine, of course, that one there is Jack Cookus from riding on the Brisbane Motorcycles bike. He has really been showing his face a lot in this championship over the latter stages of these rounds. As we see again, Minier goes to work on the back wheel of Barham to the inside here. This could be a bit closer. Can he get a good run out of here? Oh, Barham off the track.
Puts his hand up to say, look, I'm coming back on. I'm slowing down a little bit. I think no harm, no foul there, Danny.
Yeah, he slowed up quite considerably right there. You can see there was very little acceleration. So good move there by Barham.
And a great pass from Minier to make his way up into a top 3 spot now as we have a look. Pirelli MX2 Moto 2. We have got 10 minutes plus a lap to go with this race.
Unfortunate for Ferguson, though. This is not the race he wanted to finish out the championship with. these guys still with another 9 minutes to go, still to sort out those final places of the podium for 2024. Sub 2 minutes for Brodie Connolly. He is not slowing down at all. He doesn't need to do this.
He's putting down heater after heater, and he's in an absolute league of his own. No one else under 2 minutes. And this is the way that you want to wrap up a championship, isn't it? I mean, he already did it last week, but to finish the last moto of the whole season with a win, that's when you put a stamp on the season.
Riding out there on the new 2025 machine as well, just through the suspension in it, and essentially a stock motor with a pipe on it, Lee. So big performance from them. Really didn't know much about the bike, and it's all too much for Ferguson, unfortunately, as he is pulled in off the track.
Now you've got to presume that that's body and not bike, yeah? Can we see any telltale signs that might tell us what's going on? He doesn't look to be, he's holding something on the left side. Is it hand?
Yeah, it looks like left hand possibly right there, unfortunate for him.
And here we see the man of the moment. That #1 plate looks great on the bike. A special request earlier on in the week, if they could possibly run the #1 plate, please, to wrap up the final round of the championship, being crowned champion in the Pirelli MX2 Championship class last weekend at MX Farm, wrapping it up a whole round early, and it was approved, hence why we see that #1 plate on there at the moment. And doesn't it look good?
Looks very sweet on that bike, and this guy here is going to be a force to be reckoned with, I feel, in the MX of Nations this year for Team New Zealand. After the performance we've seen out of him this year in Australia, that team will be very strong.
Absolutely, no doubt. Making their way out of the left-handed Max's turn. Eases right-handed towards the final whoop section and makes his way up to the crest of the hill. How picturesque this circuit is at QMP.
Good shot there too of just how edgy those rollers were. I did not realize the amount of edges that they did have through it as he works his way around the third last turn here, Lee, up and over towards the finish line. This has just been a formality for him today to get this win.
Another race victory, another perfect day. What a series, what a season. The champion takes another win. Fantastic day here for Brodie Connolly at QMP, our Pirelli MX2 champion.
And then Larwood there in second place.
Let's take a look at the Pirelli results. MX2 Moto2, Brodie Connolly with the win. Jace Cosford from Caden Minia, Alex Larwood, Caleb Barham.
Kingsford holds down 6th place in front of Mather. Williams, Reese Budd for 9th, and Haruki Yokoyama comes across in 10th.
Good final couple of laps there for Haruki. Jack Kukas there in 11th place. Olander, King, Grona Dash, and Mackenzie O'Bree there in 15th.
Gilmore, Sweet, Scott, Kitchen, and Keane.
Connor Adams there in 21st place. The list goes on. Great job from our MX2 riders. And that is a wrap for them in the championship. Every single one of them can hold their head high. You've got to feel for Noah Ferguson. That's not the way that you want to round out your championship.
Let's head down to camp.
Down here with Froth Honda, Alex Larwood, mate. Really, really good way to finish off your season, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked with my riding. That motor was pretty tough. I probably used all my energy in the first one, but made good positions and came away with 4th in that one and 3rd overall. So massive thanks to the whole Honda HRC team. They've done an enormous amount of effort this year. Mum and Dad, the Lockridge family for letting me start their house from the year. The Beaton brothers and everyone else, thank you.
Congratulations, Alex Larwood. Over here, Caden Minia. Not only did you get 2nd overall today, mate, but your championship got a whole lot better as well. Congratulations.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It started off so rough fighting an injury at the start, but we just chipped our way through and I'm stoked.
And the riding in that one actually looked pretty good. How do you go with that? Did you tighten up or did you manage just to try and keep the championship out of your head?
The plan all day was just to get a good start and get out of there. It's gnarly, this track, and it's probably the gnarliest I've rode it. So I was having fun and I'm loving it.
Congratulations, Caden Minia. 2nd place today and probably 2nd place overall in the championship.
Thank you.
And of course, Brodie Connolly was sneaking here. Mr. Brodie Connolly, mate. It's been a pretty good year for you so far, obviously, but there's no better way to put an exclamation mark and stamp your authority on the championship than to go 1-1, is there?
Yeah, well, Yariv made me run the #1s this weekend, so I thought I'd better go 1-1. But yeah, it's been an awesome season. You're lucky enough to wrap up the championship last weekend, and win this weekend. It's been awesome. I can't thank the whole team enough. My mechanic Jai, Yariv, Matt, Slad. My parents are here this weekend too, which is cool. And yeah, just a massive thanks to the Townsend family for their hospitality this year. They make it super easy on me, and I don't think I've cooked dinner once this year, so I'm pretty lucky.
It really does take a village, doesn't it, to get you here? Look about Alex getting hospitality from everybody else. It takes a lot of people to get you here, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Especially being from New Zealand. You know, I knew no one here last year, and yeah, there's been so many families and different people that have helped me over the last couple of years. So yeah, I can't thank everyone enough, and yeah, they all know who they are. There's been so many people that helped me, and yeah, massive shout out to Ross Beaton as well. He's helped me massively, especially this year, and I'm slowly starting to listen to him.
You can't do that in all in one go, mate. You know, congratulations, 2024 Pirelli MX2 champion, Brodie Connolly.
Cheers.
And a well-deserved winner on the day, being crowned last weekend the winner of the Pirelli MX2 class for 2024. Champagne spraying everywhere. A great job from all three of our podium place getters, Alex Larwood, and we had Caden Minia also, along with Brodie Connolly on top. Let's take a look at the Pirelli Championship points for MX2. Brodie Connolly with 369 at the top. Caden Minia ending up there in second place. A fantastic job there with 279 points. And rounding out the top three, Ryder Kingsford with 271. Further back we go, Noah Ferguson in fourth, and Larwood rounding out the top five. Jace Cosford there in sixth place. So that is what it's all about. Charlie Cannon from earlier on. Some celebrations there with some champagne spraying. What a series it has been. Honda have been dominant so far, but the big one is still to come. An emotional Charlie Cannon and a very emotional Yuriv Konski there with the whole team behind them. All right, let's head down now to Charlie Cannon.
Charlie Cannon, you are the Easy Lift MXW champion for 2024. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. This is awesome. To wrap it up early as well is even better. And I can't thank my team enough for all their help and support this year. They've been amazing, the whole crew. They all work super hard. Yeah, I'm just had a really good moto, great start, and yeah, just put down my laps and had a big smile on my whole the whole way around. And yeah, to wrap it up with the WMX Championship is awesome.
Very nice to get them back to back too, especially when you're warm and you're welcome like you are on this team.
Yeah, no, they're awesome. I love the support they give. And yeah, I'm just so stoked to get my third WMX Championship.
All right. I'm going to say it for you one more time. Charlie Cannon, Easy Lift MXW champion for 2024. Come on, you guys. Hello, Charlie.
Well, there you have it, Charlie Cannon, our Easy Lift MXW champion for 2024. The SCT Logistics Honda rider, making it 4 championships in a row. Thanks so much for joining us here for 2024. On behalf of Danny Ham, Cam Williams, and myself, Lee Hogan, thanks for your company. We'll see you in 2025.